Hey everyone, welcome back to the workshop. Artisan Pirate here, and in today's project video we're going to be doing some wood turning. It has been a while since I've stepped over to the lathe on camera. Off camera I've been turning a lot of goblets and getting practice and more familiarity with all of the turning tools. Here is a goblet I made off camera and posted on Instagram. It's made of dark walnut. The knot really popped there when I finished it with beeswax. Nice and smooth. Really enjoy making these, and it's always a nice break to step away from the scroll saw for a little bit and try learning something new. I've already got my blank partially in the round here, and before I added it to the chuck for more stability, I thought why not go grab the camera and film the process for you guys and show you how my lathe skills have improved or unimproved. I'd like to hear your guys' opinions. My blank I have here, again, I've just got done turning the tenon, and I'm about to install the jaw chuck where this can be tightened on it and it will have more stability. My material is 3 layers of hard maple and then a piece of oak. You can see the piece of oak right here towards the middle, and then it's 2 layers of hard maple, then the oak, and then another layer of hard maple. But this is my blank. This was all scrap wood, and I thought why not glue it all together and make a blank instead of throwing it away or putting it in the wood stove. Like I said, I'm ready to install the 4-jaw chuck on the benchtop lathe. Then I will mount the wood to it. I'll go get my dust respirator on, my ear protection, and move the camera, and we can start turning. Let's get started.
And once I get it tightened into the chuck and get the live center securing it, I am going to begin bringing it into a more true round shape. Again, this was just 4 layers of 3/4 inch material that was scrap lying around that I laminated together, and it's 3 layers of maple and 1 layer of oak. I am no wood turning expert, so if you guys see me doing something wrong, please let me know. Now I've got the drill chuck on it, and I'm going through it with a small Forstner bit, and my Forstner bits are dull. I need to get a new set or learn how to sharpen them, if they can even be sharpened, I don't know. But we'll go through the sizes here and begin hollowing out what will be the chalice of the goblet. And once I get the hole big enough, I will take the tailstock off and turn a light on where I can see the end grain here and begin hollowing it out with my tools. I believe this is called a skew chisel. And just hollow everything out here. And now measuring how deep the chalice is, so I know where to begin shaping the goblet stem and the base. And I am left-handed, and I want to let you guys know I don't even know if I'm holding the lathe tools properly. It's just what feels comfortable to me and my hands. I just like to step over to the lathe occasionally to take a break from scrolling every now and then. But sawdust was flying and I was having fun. And if you guys like what you're seeing, I would highly encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also follow me over on Instagram at Artisan Pirate. I'd really appreciate it. And now, once again, taking the skew chisel and shaping the base and the bowl of the goblet. Then I can start shaping the stem. I really like this Wen Tools lathe, but I can definitely see me upgrading to a bigger lathe in the future. getting the design how I like it. And now we're going to switch to sandpaper, starting with 80 grit clean spore sandpaper. Then go to 240 grit, and then to a sanding sponge, which you can really squish in there and get in all the nooks and crannies. And I'm going to finish it with beeswax. And beeswax is a new finish I've been using, and I really like how it finishes and polishes out. And I'll get a towel, paper towel, excuse me, and polish it out, and you can see the shine starting to form. And I won't show this to you guys, but I'll cut the piece off of the blank, and the goblet's complete.
And here we have the completed little goblet. I think it turned out real good. The 3 layers of hard maple showed up, and then the oak layer, that is the 4th piece, really gives it an added character with the darker texture of it. Got the inside nice and smooth. I've still got to finish the bottom. I've just put it on the belt sander to flatten it out and smooth it out to where it'll sit level. And then I'll put my stamp on the bottom, and then it will be fully complete. I think it turned out real good. That beeswax makes it nice and smooth. I'm unaware if it's food safe or not, but all these goblets I make, I just sit around on shelves, on knickknacks. I've got a few out here in the shop that I like to look at. They're decorative pieces and not to be used as drinkware, especially not to go in a dishwasher or anything. But really awesome, really smooth. I know some seasoned wood turners will probably say I'm wasting a lot of wood, and maybe some of my techniques aren't the best or maybe even the safest, but I'm still learning. I am not a full-time wood turner. Please keep that in mind. I'm still learning. I am more of a scroller and doing wood projects like that and filming them and documenting them for YouTube. This is out of my comfort zone, you know, and you have to step out of it. Nothing never grows in a comfort zone. Always be willing to try new projects like I have today. I know I have made some goblets on YouTube in the past if you go back and look at my other videos, but I'm really starting to get comfortable with it and make stuff, especially gluing up just scraps that would have went in the wood stove or in the trash. Really awesome. It's about 6.5 inches tall. Again, it's just a decorative piece, and I really enjoyed making it. I hope you guys liked watching me make it. That's about all for this one. Remember, guys, if I can make it or do it, so can you. I'm the Artisan Pirate. Take care, and I'll see you guys real soon.